Well, I thought they played extremely hard. We probably had the fewest amount of mental mistakes that we've had, obviously, all this year, but maybe even for the last 2 years. I thought they played extremely physical up front, and that's what we needed to do to be able to stop the option run game, the bellies and the veers and that type of stuff. So I thought our guys did a really good job. You know, when it became a one-dimensional game, I thought we did a better job in coverage. Early in the game, we gave up some throws on the outside part of the field, which we're going to have to be better at, especially this week. But for overall, I mean, there was a goose egg for defense. So anytime you can have those, it's a good day.
You know, you emphasized improving the running game a lot in the offseason.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, got 238 yards, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Gang of guys got a bunch of yards. So,
Yep.
No 100-yard rusher, but a lot of good chunks. Do you think it's starting to reveal itself? You got a good group of running backs, offensive line starting to gel.
I think we're getting better. I don't know if we're there yet. You probably won't see a whole bunch of 100-yard rushers in our offense because there's going to be a bunch of guys that touch the ball. I think we had 8 guys carry the ball. So that's, you know, when you're running, the big deal this past week was we wanted to make sure we sped up the game offensively, be more of a tempo offense, be more what we really want to be offensively. And you do that, you have to play a number of guys, receivers. I think we had 8 receivers catch passes. So I think we're starting, you know, to get an identity, and I think it has to work through the tempo of our offense. And, you know, if we can continue that, you know, again, we went back to work in the bye week, and one of the emphasis is how we're going to be able to run the ball better, And I think we're headed in the right direction. The thing that I was more impressed than anything else about the run game was we were able to do it in the second half, which we haven't been. We haven't been able to run the football in the second half, and that's what we did Saturday was we ran the football in the second half, and that to me is I'm more proud about that than anything because we were challenged. I challenged the offense that we need to come out and establish the lines in the second half, and we did that offensively.
Coach, talking about the offensive line, and obviously Jordan has taken over at center.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to hear what you have to say about his performance. But then on Saturday, we also noticed there was times that Washington was in there
Mm-hmm.
and Pierce was back in up front. So
Yeah.
If you would just
Yeah.
talk about that.
The first piece of that, you know, Reese Jordan is really done a good job of growing in that role as a center. He's smart. I think he understands his strengths and limitations in what he can and can't do. He's working really hard to be kind of the bell cow. In this offense, the center needs to be a really big-time player. It's no different than the nose in the 3-4. So if you look at that, we got 2 freshmen in those 2 spots. But I think he's doing a really, really good job. Is he making mistakes? He's making some, but I think he's playing extremely hard. It has allowed us to play Aaron at the guard, which, you know, Aaron can play both, but I think Aaron's probably a more natural guard. And then we wanted to play Josiah Washington. We wanted to get him in the game. And, you know, some of these guys that have been here, Josiah's a redshirt freshman, and we need to find out if he's going to be a guy or we're going to have to go recruit another guy. You know, so we're going to have to find out whether or not he can play or not. Jaquel, who started for us early in the year, and really when Reese came on, it allowed us to move him out and Reese in. Hopefully we're getting him back to where he can help us. And now we can add a little bit more depth to that offensive line. We really carry 9, 10 guys. We play 7. That's not enough. You know, we need to be playing 10, 12 guys. But we don't have them right now. So we've got to get everyone we carry on the trip needs to be able to play in the game for us. And hopefully, and Coach Mateus has done a great job of getting those guys where they can play multiple spots too in the offensive line. So hopefully that improves. We just keep going and get Josiah more reps, get Jaquel more reps, and have more reps as we move through the season.
You know, it was the first conference win for you at Texas State into the losing streak for your team. I feel like a weight's been lifted off your shoulders a little bit.
Again, it's always good to win. It's really important to go win in the conference. It's really, really special to go win a conference game on the road. But I think as we move forward, we got a lot of things we want to try to get done as we grow the football team, as we grow the program. That's one of the milestones. We get to check that one off. But now let's move on. We're not going to look back and go because we won a conference game. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to try to be better this week and try to go win another one. That's the objective.
You felt this season that when bad plays go against the team that swing momentum hurts your opponent, that you guys have trouble overcoming. You had some plays go against you. You guys were able to respond. What was different about the team this week when they were able to overcome those?
Well, I think we made an emphasis to not let those plays be negative for us. Again, and I think the more experience you get, the better you're able to put those bad plays behind you and fight on, as Coach McCray says, and move on. So I think our guys are getting better at learning how to play the next play and not worry about the one that just happened so much. So, we're getting better. We're not there yet, but hopefully we're getting better at understanding how to do that.
Coach Everett Withers came back this week, played pretty well, made some big plays, and obviously we know what he's capable of. What kind of impact does he have on the offense whenever he's healthy and playing well?
I think he has a big impact. Obviously, he adds some depth to that wide receiver room. He's played in some games. He has experience. I think the big thing he does for us is, he can go play multiple spots at the wide receiver. He can play inside, outside, those type things. He blocks well on the perimeter, and he's pretty sure-handed. So anytime you can add that to your football team, that's always a positive.
Coach, was the Wild Bobcat with Jalen Nelson, was that something specific for Coastal Carolina, or is that something we can expect to see the next 4 ball games?
What I would expect to see the next 4 ball games is anything that we can do to get guys that can make plays on the field, trying to get that done. And that was, again, one of the projects for bye week was find our playmakers and get the ball in the hand of our playmakers. And so it's, it wasn't a Coastal thing. It was how can we we got a lot of young guys that, we need to find out if they can really go make a play or not. So, that was a way to design something for Jalen.
Coach, how challenging is it to prepare for an opponent like New Mexico State, particularly their offense, which is so good, both passing and football?
Well, again, what you try to do is you try to make somebody one-dimensional, and it's hard when they're good at both. They've got talented running backs, and obviously Rose has been a talented running back in this league for a number of years. And the quarterback, Rogers, is playing, I think, lights out, making a bunch of plays, and then they've got a talented receiver group. So, first things first, you got to go find a way to stop the run. You got to go do that first. So we've got a challenge there to go stop the run and stop talented running backs. And then now we've got to do a good job of not giving up big plays in the pass game and minimize gains. They're going to complete passes. And that's what you have to understand. You're not going to make them go 2 for 50. He's going to complete some balls. Now it's tackling, the short passing game and getting off the field. They make plays because guys miss tackles and turn 4-yard gains into, 24-yard gains. So we got to limit that.
You're on the road, bye week, then on the road again. Now you're back home. Is it easier to kind of be at home and practice and stay here? You don't have to travel and all that stuff.
Yeah. It is. No, it is. It really is. It's. You like being able to play before your fans. I do. And again, people don't like to hear me say this. Administration probably don't like to hear me say this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I think there's less distractions on the road. I just do. I just think there's less people to worry about. There's less mom and dad calling me for tickets and friends wanting to come into town, and it's homecoming and all this stuff going on. And it's all great. But the objective is to go try to win a game. And when you go on the road, man, it's just you. It's just you and your team. And I'm kind of weird that way. I kind of like it.
Kind of your focus in your hotel.
Yeah. It's you, the hotel, the wait staff that feed you, and that's about it. I kind of like that.
Did you happen to hear Coach Casper's comments about the parallels between what he's done and what he said you're doing?
I did not. Somebody mentioned something to me, and I know kind of what he's had to do when he first got here, trying to, he had to kind of blow it up, and he's done an unbelievable job. I think Danny's done a really, really good job here with the program. Really, really good job.
Do you look at what he's done and see
No question.
that's what you want to do?
When we talk, that's what we talk about. We talk about how to take it from where you take it over to where you want it to be. And he's given me a lot of insight on a lot of things around here.
Do you talk to him?
Oh, yeah.
Coach, I'm sorry, briefly to back up,
Mm-hmm.
Coastal Carolina. Nobody in this room will ever know what it's like to be a head coach walking into that winning locker room
Mm-hmm.
in the post game. What was that like? You know how hard your guys work,
Mm-hmm.
the expectations. When you walked in that room, what did you feel like?
Oh, it was great to see those kids excited, and coaches excited, and equipment managers excited, and everybody happy for the win. It's great to be in those locker rooms. And one thing we always talk about is when you're on a really good team, you get a chance. You can't take winning for granted. You can't ever take it. It's so hard to win. It is so hard to win. And once you learn how to do that, man, you want it like. And again, the administration won't want me to say that. Winning's like a drug. When you win and you find out how to win, you want that drug every week, man. You want it every single week. And you're going to do whatever you got to do to get that drug every week. And hopefully our players are starting to learn that the preparation that you put in, and when you can go win on Saturdays, man, and be in that locker room and sing the fight song and all that stuff, you come back on Sunday and you're like, okay, I want it again. I want it again. And that's the programs that I've been around that have won, that's how it's been. Players enjoy it on Saturday. They're on the plane. They're having a good time. Sunday, you get winter dinner. We had winter dinner yesterday, right, Gabe? Really nice, right? Really nice dinner, all that stuff. And then you go out, and then Monday, boy, it's like, how can I get that drug again? It's like, how can I get that again? And that's why I do it. You guys asked me about Coastal. I forgot about Coastal about 24 hours ago. And all I'm thinking about is how can I get the drug again? I think, Brett, you walked in my office. I was watching a bunch of tape. I'm trying to get ready for find the drug again.
What does winter dinner consist of?
Good stuff, man. Good stuff.
We were talking about a plane hitting Coyote. Can you clear that up for us at all?
I don't know what the plane hit. I just know it cost us about an hour's sleep because we were on the runway a little bit longer than we needed to be. I heard it may have hit a coyote or fox or something. I don't know. I'm trying to get some sleep. So good. All right, guys. Yeah.